Welcome back. Let me zip my tea. Of course, I didn't zip my tea first before I started to film, but I'm a little bit sloppy. Here I am. What we're going to do, another A color. We're going to do row 5A, and I hope you're still with me. If you're not with me, I hope you learned already how to do the solids and how you can count your work and check your work for the amount of stitches. When it's a big solid work, then you need to think different. But if you do this often enough, if you practice this, it is not that difficult. It's merely, what am I doing here with that yarn here? That needs to go. Of course, it goes off my yarn. Let me. This is nice. Just make a cup of tea, go to the loo or whatever. I hope you're back now, and we're going to do our pattern. 1 in the front, 7 back, 3 DF, that means another cluster, 4 in the back, 3 DF, 7 in the back, 1 front and a side stitch. We did our side stitch already. Our yarn is hanging front of work, color B, the pattern color or the background color is hanging in the front, and we're going to start our little row. There, what did it say? 7. And see, automatically I go into the pocket of my netting because it works easier. Let me see if my hands, see, I need to take care of everything, that my hands are in the center of my camera, that I still am talking, because otherwise it gets so silent. Maybe you enjoy the silence. Great number, by the way. But I am here to teach you a little bit. And for the person who complained about my long nails in the beginning, I came from becoming a nail tech to crochet designer. And I still had to hope to restart my business, but that didn't work after the lockdown. And there's so many nail techs. And I like this better, to be honest. So look at my nails. They're nice and nude. And oh, you should compliment me now on my nails, I think. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we do 3 double crochets in the front in a cluster. 3 DF. Here we start again. I already did my chain 1 for because I did 7 in the back. And then you end with your chain 1. Yarn over. We're going to find that stitch. This is this one. See? The first one always goes in the double crochet, previous row, same color, both loops. No chain 1 because we're going to make a filled in window, a solid. And the solid goes, the second one, all the even numbers go between the post of the next previous window. See? And this, covering that chain of the previous row, goes into the window, so in the netting, to cover it up and to make the netting not a netting but a solid color, like you would do normal double crochet work. I finished my cluster by putting the third one in this, see, in this first double crochet of that loop, because all odds go in odds and not in evens. And then I do my chain 1. And then it says 4 in the back. We can do 4 in the back. Yeah, lekker in the back. And as you see, I'm going to put my work here. And automatically my hook is here. And that is the third. See, we're going to pick up that netting here, making a window in the back. See, or a half a window in the back. Making sure this chain, this vertical row of double crochets stays there, because we're not doing the diagonals, we just keep the same one. And it says 4 in the back, so it's a normal stitch, a normal interlocking stitch, 2, chain 1, 3, here it is, chain 1, and 4. And the fourth one is again in this double crochet, and we keep that vertical chain of crochets there. So we're not going to take this one, we're not going to take this one, the 2 loops of the first of the cluster here back, and then a chain 1, and then we come to the next cluster of double crochets is 3 double crochets in the front. Yarn over. This is like your chain one in an open window, but this is a closed one, so you get this stitch, you need this stitch, because this stitch is covering this window and you need to stay vertical line. So I hope I explain it well. So the first one goes in here, see there, this is you see it as a vertical row. It's hard to see, but maybe you see it better in the back. That vertical row stays vertical, it doesn't zigzag. The rows and the rows and the columns stay the same, so it stays a column of double crochets. No yarn over only, no chain. We're going to do our second one through the netting, through that double crochet, between those double crochets, and through the window. The last one again, find those 2 loops of the next double crochet, and it's our last one. So we chain 1, and then it says 7 in the back, 1 front, and a side stitch. Force it. 7, yeah, and then 1 in the front, and a side stitch there, and 1 2 3 4 for my turn. And we have covered row 5A. There, it starts really to look like something already. Doesn't fit on my, yeah, it just fits on my screen. Okay, hope to see you in back when I do try to explain 5B. Thank you.